I got scammed into buying a smoker's furniture set. I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace as I do every day, and I came across this 4-piece set for $300. A little more than I'd like to spend, but oak furniture is great quality, so I was sold. We went to pick it up, and it wasn't until it was loaded into the back of the truck that I smelled a faint scent of smoke. By then, it was too late to go back, so I was stuck with it and on my way to figuring out how to get it clean and how to get that nicotine smell out of the furniture set so that I could recoup my $300 and still earn a substantial profit. Let me tell you, I had my work cut out for me. The process involved cleaning, and you guessed it, more cleaning. I started by cleaning as I normally do with all of my furniture, simple green and a rag to get the first layer of yuck off. Next, I brought out the big guns with my scrub brush drill attachment. This thing is so much fun to use and definitely makes cleaning more enjoyable. But watch out, it does create a little splash zone. Next, I brought out the odor bully, which worked its magic. I think it might be working. And eliminated the nasty smoke smell. Come back tomorrow for part 2 to see how I turn this smoker's furniture into a profitable masterpiece. Welcome back to part 2 of me flipping this smoker's furniture set that I got scammed into buying. Part 1 was all about cleaning. It took some extra cleaning techniques, but I think all the smoke smells are gone, so now we can move on. I used Bondo to fill in the existing hardware holes. Changing out the hardware is one of my favorite ways to update furniture. The next part consisted of sanding, and more sanding. It seems like each step just repeats itself for each project, but I promise it's worth it in the end. Next up is spraying shellac, which is made out of bugs. This was my final attempt to seal in the lingering smoke smell or wood tannins that may bleed through. I probably went a little bit overboard on the prep for this set, but better safe than sorry when it comes to the end. I took my anger toward the previous owners out on the bases and knocked them all off with my hammer. Last but not least, I primed the drawers one more time. See what I mean by overboard? This will not only help me start with an even surface while painting, it will also bring out any potential imperfections that need to be fixed before paint goes on. Follow and come back to see what color I chose to paint this smoker's furniture set. Welcome back to part 3 of me getting scammed into buying a smoker's furniture set. There's a lot of controversy on whether or not I was actually scammed, but I feel scammed, so that's all that matters, right? So far, I cleaned for hours to get rid of the smoke smell, sanded, made repairs, and primed with a shellac-based primer. Now comes the fun part of painting. I had suggestions of painting it smoky gray, lol, but I decided to go with this sage green color instead. I sprayed on 2 coats for full coverage and was loving the way that this set was finally looking. While the paint dried, I measured and cut some red oak so that I could make new bases. Let me know if you want a more in-depth video on how to build bases, but once everything was cut, I made some pocket holes to connect everything together. This is the Kreg Pocket Hole Jig 720 Pro, and it makes this job easy breezy. Next, I glued and screwed them together. That's right, glued and screwed, baby, glued and screwed. I was left with these beautiful bases to elevate the pieces. Next, I drilled new holes for hardware. Come back tomorrow to see what hardware I chose and the final results of this smoker's furniture set. Welcome back to part 4 of me getting scammed into buying a smoker's furniture set. It's reveal day and I'm so excited to show you how this set turned out. Up until now, I've cleaned my heart out to get the smoke smell out of the furniture, removed the original bases to make room for new ones, made repairs and scuff sanded everywhere, locked in wood tannins, and any remaining smoke smell with shellac-based primer, painted each piece with this gorgeous sage green color, cut wood to create new bases, and then built said bases with my Kreg Pocket Hole Jig 720 Pro screws and glue. Now for the finishing touches. I used gel stain on the bases to warm them up a bit, and then I used my handy dandy hardware jig to drill new holes on the drawers. I attached the bases to each piece with some more pocket hole screws and flipped them right over to finish things off. Last but not least, I added on the brand new hardware, which I like to call the furniture's jewelry. That just makes it all come together. Hardware can make or break the final look of a piece, so let me know your thoughts on what I chose. Just a reminder of where we started with this smoker's furniture set, and look what we have now. I barely even recognize the pieces anymore. This was such a time-consuming flip, but it was so worth the final result. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back with a profit breakdown once the set sells. Bye!